Well, please, you argue the case, then I'll respond.
I
I thought my daughter was asking me a question. Well, because this seems to be the norm now. That whenever we have to say something, my learned friend will say something different. You argue. Well, your lordship asked me a question. Question of trial doesn't arise because the complaint says 68 lakhs.
No, complaint says 68 lakhs, section 45 may not apply, but the
I'm
judge
correct.
has gone on a...
I'm-
Reminder was served, my lord. I have prepared a small, my lord, further affidavit, my lord, it is necessary. This is a case where a journalist is, my lord, found to be extorting money. And if we don't pay,
My learned friend always has the privilege.
answer. I can give the.
Always have the
it will be
privilege.
filed today. Kindly have it on summons.
Always has privilege. So your lordship asked me
Not
to
yet.
file a counter to their reply, which I did. Now my learned friend says I want to file an additional counter.
It is ready. I can give
Maybe ready, but I mean, what right do you have? You have filed your objections, I have responded to those objections.
No, but
What right do you have?
Which I would wish your lordships to see.
See what?
If you don't pay me my money, I'll bring something, my lord, against you.
But the thing is, this is all part of the, one second, this is all part of the allegations already. What do you want to file a reply for? This is the main allegation.
I think, my lord, it's my right, my lord, to decide whether to file something or not.
Well, it's not after my rejoinder.
Cannot say that.
They just want to delay it so that I can be kept inside for as long as they want. This is not fair, Malad. Everything that they have stated is completely wrong, Malad. Because 68 crore, Malad, is not even 68 lakhs, Malad. What is this going on?
Yeah.
Not fair.
Since October, they have been asking for time.
Since October, they've been asking for time. Since October, they've been asking for time.
No, my lord, I will, my lord, assist your lordships, and we are opposing it, my lord. This is, for a journalist, this is not.
I don't know what other reason there is apart from me being a journalist, but we'll not get into it.
That's not enough.
You insist on being a journalist, I say there is something else, but be that as it may, let's go on the record instead of all this.
Can we, what is there, can we see?
No, we'll hand it over. You can file it today, my lord. The copy is given to them.
What is it? What does he say?
Quashing petition in the High Court, he puts on the
So what is the relevance of this?
he has initially been defects for class.
What's the relevance about it? How does it matter? What is this? Nothing to do with the matter.
There are only 9 witnesses. He is
One
not
second.
permitting even the.
1 second, you have in your this note, you have not even mentioned what you are saying. You not even mentioned what oral argument you made.
I'm not fighting. Sir, it's not fair.
No, it's not fair on your
Not
part
fair.
to interfere like this at every stage when we have to open the case. Seems to be a privilege that you have.
Where are we heading to?
Another.
What they want to point out is that you are seeking bail and then you want to delay the trial by filing a quashing petition.
And not
They go
permitting
for
even
shot.
charges to be framed.
Well,
Only
it's
9
68.
witnesses.
Well, please, you argue the case, then I'll respond.
I
I thought my daughter was asking me a question. Well, because this seems to be the norm now. That whenever we have to say something, my learned friend will say something different. You argue. Well, your lordship asked me a question. Question of trial doesn't arise because the complaint says 68 lakhs.
No, complaint says 68 lakhs, section 45 may not apply, but the
I'm
judge has
correct.
gone on a...
I'm only on 48.
No, 45 level.
45
Yeah, I'm only on
does not
45.
apply, that is what the judge said.
That's correct.
The amount found to be allegedly laundered is
68 lakhs.
7 or 68.
Yes.
There are certain suspicious transactions
We'll show that.
the judge has also noted
Yeah.
and said that there is a possibility of an enhancement of this amount subject to further investigation. 7 crore. Yes. And we have all restrained by one of the
No. 7 crores is from 2013 to 2025. They've taken each entry which is fixed deposits, deposited, withdrawn, that 7 crores. There's no predicate offense to 7 crores, Mother.
You understand, Mr. Sibal, your argument. In addition to the bar under 45, the ordinary rule of bail, the judge has addressed and said that there is certain indications of you prevailing over certain witnesses who have retracted statement. And now the Solicitor General is filing a additional affidavit saying that you have, while in jail, again taken out a quashing petition, according to him, to derail the smooth progress of the
with respect,
progress of the trial.
let me, trial is if the charge can be
20 lakhs, it comes out to be 80 lakhs.
better. Let him argue.
I do not know why this. But anyway,
No, just
I'll argue. Let him sit.
where you are.
According to him,
Mr. Sibal,
Now, Mother.
Sibal, my brother is only pointing out that we need an undertaking from you that you cooperate with the conclusion of trial. Because now you will say the trial must be stalled because you are filing a quashing at this stage.
That is provided the charge is framed. You want no more. Your says trial.
it frame.
Mother, one second. In the predicate offense, there is no charge sheet. Mother, allow me to place the facts. There is no charge sheet in the predicate offense. Trial, if I have to say trial will go on, I'll assume that I shall be charged.
Say, but the question is that this is an argument available to you before the trial court. By filing a quashing petition, obviously you trial
Quashing on the facts as accepted. Mother, there is no stay in that quashing, Mother. There is no stay. So where is the question of my delaying anything? And the witnesses they talk about are not even witnesses in the PMLA. They say I'm influencing witnesses. Those are not witnesses in the PMLA. They're not even amongst the 9 witnesses. What is he saying that I'm going to influence the witnesses? Mother, this is shocking what the kind of submissions that are made. That I am influencing with. He says I have not disclosed the FIRs. I have disclosed it.
No,
I have disclosed it in the High Court. I have disclosed it in this petition. I've said so here. That's P14 in this petition and disclosed in the High Court, which is why in the impugned order the judge mentions the charge and the argument and the affidavit, counter affidavit is I have not disclosed. What's going on?
here?
This is very, very disturbing, Mother.
Not fair.
Since October 24, I'm inside. And for what offense? For not a murder?
Mr. Mehta, you are saying that only 9 witnesses are left.
Yes, only 9 witnesses are there, not left.
In what case? In which trial?
PMLA. Where he is not permitting the charge also to be free.
But why should I permit
On the
that?
ground that my quashing is pending.
No, but I no stay in that,
3
Mother.
months with office objections.
Without predicate, how can you charge me? There is judgments of this court.
So Solicitor General, he has the right to pray for discharge.
Certainly.
You cannot.
He is not praying for discharge.
He's saying
He is
quashing.
taking adjournment on the ground.
In the consideration of charge, which includes his prayer for discharge.
That's followed. But he is not permitting that stage to reach on the ground. There is a quashing pending.
Well, that's-
He files and doesn't move.
We asked for the documents, they have not given the documents. So, Mother, all this is just orally being said.
No.
If there's a PMLA case, Mother, in which those 2 witnesses are not even named, we say you give the documents on the basis of which you want to proceed. They have not given the documents. So I'm entitled to say their affidavits.
Documents supplied will not rely upon
The
anything other
deadline
than
for this work is today, and the deadline for opening the case is today, but we have not received copies of some documents, and therefore we are unable to proceed with this work due to unavoidable circumstances. They don't give me the documents. We have filed this application. So, Mother, what is, I mean, obviously there is some other very deep interest in this.
You should also indicate which document you are seeking.
We have indicated, Mother.
It is not supplied.
Where is the list of the documents which are asked for and not supplied? This is
245. This is all. $245.
All supplied.
This is the documents in the complaint, Mullah, not given to us.
These are list of
Witnesses.
243, 244.
443 is
The
the
list of documents they relied upon.
243.
Right, sir.
All there.
Sir, each of these documents you have not received.
The document attached with the complaint,
To
Mr.
state,
Sibal.
sir, to the court that the 126. Which one you have not received?
My IO is here.
All these-
Find out what would be given details.
Mr. Sibal, probably the instructions are incomplete. These documents are attached with the statutory complaint.
They are now claiming 1 crore, Mullah. They are saying the case is that I have violated the law and done business worth 1 crore, Mullah. And therefore it falls under 45.
That for the time court will not comment on.
Yes, this is what we want. If you say 1 crore, please tell us.
Documents are attached, see the paging, see the
If
paging.
they want to proceed, let them proceed on 68. We have no problem with that. We have no problem. But they can't make then a case of 1 crore. That's all. I have no problems. But there they are saying it's 1 crore.
It is more than one.
Fine, fine. Then you can't proceed. Then you give me the documents on that 1 crore. There's no supplementary complaint. Give me the documents on 1 crore. Can't have it both ways.
The predicate of it.
Yes, yes, yes. We'll argue that.
Even those documents are supplied, but my IO is present with second provisional.
No, there is no doubt these documents are supplied because these are part of the complaint itself.
We are not on that. We're on the 1 crore.
Supplied.
We're on the 1 crore, Mullah. They have anything like
Right, sir.
No, there is no nothing
Provisional
supplied.
attachment order that is supplied.
Document itself is confined to these documents.
You name document, I will supply it today.
What documents? You have to tell me what documents you're relying upon for 1 crore.
Well, those documents which are relied upon, these are attached with the complaint itself.
But his case now, even today, is that it's more than 1 crore. Then he has to give me those documents for more than 1 crore.
Sir, I'll show
Documents are
you.
given to you.
240 complaint is only for 68 lakhs. We'll proceed on that basis. And then there's no predicate offense. These are judgments of this court. There's no predicate offense, Mullah. How will they proceed in the PMLA trial?
Lord, in fact, in the SLV, he has annexed those documents. Annexure P22.
And so those are not under the solicitor on behalf of the Directorate of Enforcement. Enforcement will support and mostly pay for the bail. That's paragraph. On consideration, the petition is directed to be placed on interim bail, subject to the following conditions. One,
Your Lordship, sir, granting interim bail.
one interim bail,
Lord, would your Lordship hear us?
subject to the following conditions.
Your Lordship, sir, granting interim bail.
We are only releasing on interim bail, so as to now see the 2-3 conditions we are imposing because
Only one request, Lord. Kindly have it tomorrow. Allow me to argue and satisfy the court. Lord, journalist extorting money, Lord, is a serious offense, and all for 1 crore, I'll be able to satisfy.
no, we are looking on the premise that the allegations are of 7 crore or something, but let us see that what happens, whether there is any case of misuse.
Lord, kindly, Lord, interim is, Lord, final. Lord, merely my learned friend, Lord, shows some.
They won't subscription of the Gujarat Special Court under the PMLA. Number 2, the petitioner number 2, the trial court, the special court is directed to pick up the case on day-to-day basis for recording the statements of the remaining 9 witnesses. Yeah,
Total 9, Lord. Not remaining 9, there are total 9.
Charge is not framed yet, Malad.
Charge is to be framed.
Charge is not framed. I can argue on, Malad. You can't take away my right.
See, my lord, now he wants.
I have to argue.
My lord, I'm sorry, my lord. Either he chooses quashing and my lord, allow me to argue on merits. My lord.
The petitioner and his counsel are directed to extend full cooperation to the special court, and no adjournment shall be taken or permitted on the ground that quashing proceedings are separately pending before the High Court. This condition is imposed for the reason that no stay on the trial proceedings have been granted by the High Court.
Fair enough.
The petitioner shall be at liberty to raise all the legal contentions, which shall be considered by the special court, special trial court in accordance with law. In accordance with law, court, the petitioner shall not publish or write any article in his position as an assistant editor of a newspaper with respect to the allegations which are sub judice against him. Only with respect to the allegations which are sub judice against him before the special judge at Ahmedabad. The petitioner, however, shall be at liberty to place on the court his objections, stock defense plea, or any other material that he may rely upon, which shall be considered by the court in accordance with
Fair
law.
enough. Deeply obliged, Malad.
Lord, considering, my lord, the facts, I would have wished, my lord, your lordships would have permitted me to persuade the court. Once he is out, my lord, SLP is allowed. That I don't see, my lord, any.
No. We will. That's why we will ask you to submit a report.
No, my lord, that,
Enforcement Directorate shall submit a status report with respect to the compliance of the above stated conditions by the petitioner. Post the matter issuing the opening day, next to opening day on 6th of January.
Deeply obliged.
6th of January.
now the order is passed, my lord. Journalists extorting money. If you don't pay, I will publish this. It's something very, very
Malad,
serious.
industrialists targeting journalists should not happen.
Sorry, we agree
I
with you.
leave it at that. He's clear to me.
Here industrialists and industrialists is targeting him.
Who wants to say that?
Saying, but the only way out is to take the trial to a logical conclusion at the earliest.
That's correct.
That's the only way out.
Provided.
And the delaying tactics after getting bail or this has to be covered.
In offense.
That's why we said on day-to-day basis.
Your lordship knows, my lord. My learned friend just revealed, my lord, the way of delaying further. But I will not go into it. My lord, for me, it's only a matter. It's not, my lord, something
The
political or something.
the enforcement directorate shall also.
I will read it only as a professional. I will not, my lord.
You think we are not professional at this end, huh?
Social judge.
Not today.
Very strange that you are making such irrational
Unlike
and irrational submissions which shouldn't be made by the solicitor.
No, I am making, my lord, with all seriousness.
That you are even
Today's behavior was unlike.
It's constantly bad.
Mr. Sibal, we are not imposing in black and white.
Constantly bad.
That's what. It's senior to me. I'll not
Respond
respond.
a gentleman when you're on the other side. Don't make allegations.
We are not imposing any condition in black and white. But you advise him in case he misuse his position as a journalist or a reporter, and if you find anything, then
No, you cancel it, Malad. Cancel it. I have no problems with that. Why would he misuse it?
is responsibility.
That's all right.
And you, my lord, your lordships do not know many things.
On the opening,
I leave it.
on the opening on 6th January, you file it.
It can be any date. But now it doesn't make it.
No, you complete the trial. That's our direction. You produce all the witnesses, let them be examined.
Please.